We are doing the annual financial statements, focusing on the statement of comprehensive income to be exact, right? And we have discussed a few things. When was it? Yesterday. We discussed a few things yesterday. So just a recap with the statement of comprehensive income. The first thing that you need to know is your format, right? I have stressed that and I cannot stress it enough. The first thing you need to know is your format. Let me write it. Format. So this is the checklist for the statement of comprehensive income. Okay. So number one obviously will be the format. That's something you need to know. We were actually having an exercise yesterday, and most of you guys know some items within your format, and some of you guys still need some more practice, right? So just make sure you know your format 100%. And then secondly is the matching principle, right? That you need to know. You need to be able to apply it and actually identify it when reading. We will do that. And then you need to know the following terms, right? We looked at them yesterday. I will just write them down here, but those terms are starting with accrued income. Then we have accrued expense. Then we have prepaid expense. And then last but not least, we have deferred income, right? Okay. So these are the terms that you need to know. And the last thing that I actually spoke about were the adjustments. So this is just a recap from yesterday, right? So today, what I want us to do is to take things a step further with regards to this. No? So I have a question here. Let me try and do this. Yeah, let me try and do this. Okay. So yes, I have a question here. It's a past paper from November 2023, the November exam. So we are not going to be doing these questions, as you can see, the required here. The exercise is basically here within information. The information A as well as information B, right? I will be asking you some questions based off of what we have discussed so far. So, we have Buhle Limited. The information relates to the financial year ended on 28 February 2023. The business sells bicycles. Okay, so we are going to skip the required because we won't be answering it. Our focus is here now. Our focus is here, right? So I need we are going to be doing an exercise. So here I will need you guys to be participative. I need you guys to participate. So what we are doing here, we will be going through each item. And then I want you guys to tell me where each item goes. Whether will we record it, does it fall into the statement of comprehensive income? Does it fall into the statement of financial position? I hope that is clear with you guys, né? Because the reason why I'm doing this, I've seen a lot of times most students are actually not, aware of some items. They are not sure where it goes. So you would find that, someone would put an item like ordinary share capital in your statement of comprehensive income, and then that would be incorrect. We call that a foreign item, and then we actually apply negative marking. Now, we don't just get it wrong, we actually subtract the mark for doing something like that. So, okay, we will start with the first one. I think I gave it away, but let's just, go for it. The first item being ordinary share capital. Where does it go? The statement of comprehensive income or the statement of financial position? You can just write in the chat, or if you want to answer, you can just open your mic and, say your answer. Ordinary share capital, where do we record it? Do we record it in the statement of comprehensive income or in the statement of financial position? Let's see. This is now waiting for someone to say something or type something in the chat. I can hear someone has opened their mic. Feel free to speak. Feel free to speak, guys, or type in the chat. Don't be scared if you are scared. Can you guys hear me? I think maybe I'm talking alone.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for an answer.
So I can say maybe a statement of financial position.
Okay. So someone is saying, please repeat the question. So we are looking at this item here. Ordinary share capital. So the question is, where do we record it? In the statement of comprehensive income or in the statement of financial position? And Sakile has said the statement of financial position. So, okay, no, I think this, I will just give it away to you guys. This one goes, ordinary share capital goes to the statement of financial position, SFP, which is, the balance sheet, right?
Yeah.
Someone is saying maybe in ordinary share notes as balance at the beginning and in SFP. So yeah, we just want to know, is it statement of comprehensive income or statement of financial position? So this one would go in the statement of financial position. Then retained income, I will just, continue. It goes to the statement of financial position. So not in any time. So you can never find ordinary share capital or retained income in your statement of comprehensive income. Yeah? Then we have a loan. A loan would go into your statement of financial position. Hope that is clear. No? And I hope you guys are taking note of that. Then we go to debtors control. Debtors control also would go to the statement of financial position, as this is an asset, right? Then next we have fixed deposit. A fixed deposit also goes to the statement of financial position. And then we have trading stock. Trading stock on its own, we will go to the statement of financial position and we will name it inventory. We won't write trading stock, we will name it inventory. Yeah? However, we can also have trading stock surplus or trading stock deficit. Yeah? We can have trading stock deficit or trading stock surplus, and that would go to the statement of comprehensive income, which is your income statement. Are we all on the same page so far? So good. Just give me a thumbs up if you're good before I can continue. So far, so good. Okay. Then we're moving to SARS income tax. And then in brackets, they say provisional tax payments, right? So SARS can go to the statement of financial position. It does go there. However, it can also, go. We also have income tax in the statement of comprehensive income. The second last item will be income tax, which comes, before the net profit after tax, right? But there's more to that. Now I'm just giving you the surface. Where does it go? And then we have bank. Obviously, it will go to the statement of financial position, your balance sheet. Creditors control, same thing. Statement of financial position. And then we have sales. Sales goes to the statement of comprehensive income. Cost of sales as well. It goes to the statement of comprehensive income. And then we have commission income, which goes to the statement of comprehensive income. However, we record it under, we record it under other operating income. It belongs to that section, other operating income. And then we have fee income that goes to the statement of comprehensive income. And then we also record it under other operating income. And then next on the list, we have the rent expense that goes to the statement of comprehensive income. We record it under operating expenses. And then we have director's fees that goes to the statement of comprehensive income. We record it under operating expenses as well. And then last but not least, we have dividends on ordinary shares. Dividends goes to the statement of financial position, but it's usually written as shareholders for dividends. So just to give a recap, everything that you see here written with black or blue is going to the income statement. It's going to the statement of comprehensive income. We can have trading stock there. whether it's trading stock deficit or trading stock surplus. We can have, income tax, and then we can have sales, obviously. Then we can have cost of sales, commission income, free income, rent expense, and director's fee. So these are not the only things that go there. Né? It's just that they are the ones that were mentioned here. All right. So there's more that can go there, but we are just dealing with what has been provided in this question. So I will open now for questions. If there's questions, or if there's no questions and you want me to continue, just give a thumbs up. Yeah, but if you have a question, just feel free, open your mic, ask a question before we can continue. Feel free to ask a question, guys. Okay, I'm seeing one thumb, two thumbs up, three thumbs up. Okay, so we are moving on. We are moving on. We are moving on. We're moving on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're moving on. So now we are moving on to the adjustments, right? Or the transactions. Well, the adjustments. So we will start with number 3. Now, remember, guys, this is an activity. At first, here we were classifying which one goes to statement of comprehensive income, which one goes to statement of financial position. Now the question is, when we are reading the adjustments, then what are we dealing with here? Are we dealing with accrued income, accrued expense, prepaid expense, and deferred income? That's what we want to see now. Yeah? So remember, I said you must be able to identify by reading an adjustment that is this thing accrued expense or whatever. Yeah? So I'm also going to show you how do you actually classify that. So I need your attention, starting with this one, number 3. Starting with this one here. So it reads as follows. Commission income, 41,000 rands, is owed to the business. So the first thing you ask yourself, do I have an income or do I have an expense? The item I'm dealing with, is it an income or an expense, right? That's the first thing. And then, obviously here it's clear that it's income, because they already told us it's commission income. And then let's see now what is happening. Commission income is owed to the business, right? So obviously, if something is owed to us, remember that commission income, we get commission income when we sell, né? When we sell something, when we sell our products. In this case, they say we are selling bicycles. When we sell bicycles, and they say from each bicycle you sell, you get a commission. All right. So that's that. So if they are saying we are being owed 41,000 rands of commission income, that means we already did that job. We already did the job of selling, right? So the only thing that is left is for us to receive the money, but we haven't received it yet. Yeah? So let's go back to those terms. We have an income, remember? We have an income that obviously we have earned it. We have earned this income. Because if they owe us something, that means we did that job, and then meaning we have earned that income. However, since they owe us, that means we have not received the income, right? So it is income earned, however, not yet received. So what is this? If we have income that we have earned, however, not yet received that income, what do we classify it as? I've given you guys more than enough clues. So let's hear your answers. An income earned but not yet received. What do we classify
It is an accrued income, sir.
Yeah.
Income. Exactly.
Yeah, it's accrued income.
That's correct. That's correct. So this is what accrued income, ne? Accrued income. Do you see that? Ne? We all agreeing, ne? Accrued income. Then what we need now is that, should I say table or what? Let me just, draw it here again. Let me just draw it here, that table that I've shown you guys already before. Nope. Let me just give me a few seconds. So we have accrued expense. We have accrued income. We add in the statement of comprehensive income, we add in the statement of comprehensive income, then we have deferred income. We have prepaid expense. And then these ones we subtract in the statement of comprehensive income. Subtract in the statement of comprehensive income. Okay. Then these ones go under payables. In the statement of financial position, we add. Then these ones go under receivables. In the statement of financial position, we add. Okay, so we've seen the first one. This is an accrued income, né? So you've determined, okay, you've read the adjustment, now I'm dealing with the accrued income to the value of 41,000 rands. They already gave you an amount, accrued income to a value of 41,000 rands. So what do you do from here? Né? You get to this table here. You already know you are here, accrued income. Né? So already in the statement of comprehensive income, so in your income statement, you will add the 41,000. Né? But where? Obviously, you must go where? Other operating income. Né? You go to other operating income. And then already you have that thing. It's just that I don't have the table here. That's why I'm writing. Well, I don't have the template. So then we have what's this? What was that thing? commission income. You have commission income. And then you write it down. Yeah? You add plus 41,000. Is that clear? Yeah? This is in the statement of comprehensive income. And then when we move to the statement of financial position, we add it where? Under receivables. Yeah? So we will add 41,000 under receivables. Guys, just tell me, this explanation, is it clear? Do you have any questions? But I just want to know, is this approach that I'm taking, is it clear to you guys? Okay, very clear. Let's hear the others. Oh, okay. So we could, we're understanding, yeah? We're understanding. Any questions before we can move forward? Do we have any questions? Yeah, you can speak, you can speak. Any question? Okay, no problem. We'll continue. So let's move on to the next adjustment. Yeah? Let's move on to the next adjustment. This one is a bit, more tricky, but we will tackle it. So we have we are here, number 4. So it reads as follows: fee income includes 47,150 rands for February and March 2023. And then they say note, fee income increased by 5% on 1 March 2023. So these ones, obviously, they are including dates. Né? They are including dates. So we need to look here by the information and pay attention on the financial year end. So here they told us the financial year ended when? 28 February 2023. So we need to take that into consideration. The year is ending 28 February 2023. That means it started on the 1st of March 2022, right? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. On the 28th of February 2023. Okay, I'll read it again. So they say fee income includes 47,150 for February and March 2023. So let's see. For February and March 2023. Né? Here's February and March 2023. Here's a question. February, does it fall into the current financial year we are dealing with in this question? Yes or no? Just let me hear in the chat. Does February fall in the current financial year? Let's hear answers. Let's hear your answers. Yes, no? Yes, it most definitely does. Okay. So this one is good. No problem. February is in our current financial year. However, March 2023 is this month of March 2023 in our current financial year. Let's hear answers. The question here was March 2023. Does it fall in the current financial year? Please answer that in the chat. Né? just answer that. Does it fall in the current financial year we are dealing with? Okay. Okay, someone says they can't hear. Maybe it's your network. What about the others? Can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me properly, just give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me properly, just give me a thumbs up. Okay. So I think if you can hear me properly, then maybe it's your network on your side. Just make sure you check it, and then so you can, be in the class properly. So continuing for March 2023, it does not belong, in our current financial year. However, we know that an amount, we don't know the specific amount, but we know that an amount, a certain amount for fee income was paid for March 2023. And March 2023 relates to the following financial year, not the current. It relates to the following financial year. So what is being tested here? What is being tested here is the matching principle. Yeah? The matching principle is being tested because it states that income and expenses of a particular entity should be recorded in the correct financial year. So we can see that we are being tested for the matching principle. So now we go to having to determine what are we dealing with here? Accrued income, accrued expense, all of those things, right? So we do that checklist again. Do we have an income or an expense? Obviously, it's clear, it's fee income, so meaning we have an income. And then, obviously, with an income, income is something that we receive as a business. Ne? You cannot pay for an income. Income is something you receive, right? Then whatever we pay, it relates to expenses. Ne? So expenses we pay, but then income we receive. So what's happening here? We have received income, ne? For what? For March 2023. So it is income received in March 2023. However, we are not in March, ne? We are not in March with regards to this question. We are not in March. We are in the current financial year. But we already received something for, the future. It still has to happen. We still have to earn it. So it's income received, however, not yet earned. Ne? We have not earned this income. However, we have received it. We have received the income, but we have not earned it. So my question to you is this an accrued income or is this a deferred income? What are we classifying it as? Is it an accrued income or is it a deferred income? Answers in the chat bot, answers in the chat box. Write your answers in the chat box, guys. Can you hear me? Please just write your answers there in the chat. Or you can feel free to open your mic. Okay, I'm already getting an answer. Okay. Deferred income, ne? I think that's clear. It's deferred income, right? It's deferred income, yes. Thank you. That's deferred income. So we have determined that it's deferred income. So what do? We go to our block here, and then we know we are dealing with deferred income. Ne? So whatever the amount would be for deferred income, we know that in the statement of comprehensive income, we have to subtract it. So it would look something like this. Obviously, we are dealing with fee income, né? So it will go to other operating income, and then you have your item for fee income. Then right, that amount. We don't know what it is, né? So I'll just put it as an X because we don't know what that particular amount is. That's another thing. You still have to calculate that amount. So you see, a lot is expected from you. Né? On top of that, you still have to calculate that amount. But I will show you in future. I don't want to bombard you with a lot of information at once. Né? As I said, this thing, we are doing it step by step so that, we are building up on knowledge until you guys, you are able to just, put everything together all at once. Né? Until you guys are able to do that. So obviously we subtract this né, in the income statement. And then when we go to the balance sheet, we are going to add under payables. We add whatever the amount is under payables. So already you are seeing that with one adjustment, you can already deal with it in both the income statement and the balance sheet simultaneously at the same time. So if you are given a question and you have an income statement and a balance sheet, you know that you literally have 3 marks for you to collect. Né? You literally have 3 marks for you to collect. Then we will leave it here because we know going further, the others, they're just, not really talking to what we are trying to deal with here. So guys, tomorrow we are going to have a face-to-face class from 3 to 4 based on our timetable. I will be adding on from here. I will be adding on from here. So what I want to do now, I want to give you guys a smaller homework, nothing too serious. It's a smaller homework. I will send a screenshot, something like this. And then what you do, you go to your book, right? You go to your exercise book, and then you write today's date, 27th January 2026. And then you're gonna write online class 1. And then it's the homework. You're gonna write homework. Online class 1 homework. All right. Then number 1, you're gonna, there's question, I will share it in the group now as soon as the class ends. No? The question, I will share it in the group as soon as the class ends. So number one, you're going to write. So whatever items, no? I'm just going to make an example here. This is just an example. So as I said, I'm going to send something like this. No? So as you can see here, the first item is ordinary share capital. So you are going to write here something like this. Ordinary share capital. And then SFP, showing that it goes to the statement of financial position. Does that make sense? Is that clear, guys? Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. No? So you're going to do for all the items, right, given here. You're going to do for all the items given here. And then you move on. Once you are done, you move on to the adjustments. I'm also going to send, let's say, maybe 2 or 3 adjustments. You do the same thing we did. Ne? You read an adjustment, you analyze it, and you tell me, are they testing for accrued income, accrued expense, prepaid expense, or deferred income? Ne? You're going to do that and write that down. What do we classify it as? However, I need you to write. You don't just write, let's say, with this thing, you write commission income, and you read commission income 41,000 is owed to the business. Then you just write in jail that, whatever it is, it's accrued income. I don't want that. Ne? What I want is for you to explain that, okay, this is an income. This is an income, and it's not yet paid, not yet received, rather. We can't pay income, not yet received. However, it has been earned. Therefore, we classify as accrued income. Because I want to know, do you actually understand what you are writing? Do you understand what you are talking about? Instead of just writing accrued, income. Accrued, what's this? Yeah, income. So someone is saying, Nasa, I don't understand you, Shem. So I don't know, were you not in the class, or are you not understanding the homework that I'm trying to give to you, or what? I don't know what you are not understanding specifically, but if it's the homework, I will send, I will write it down properly and send the proper thing in the group chat. Nah? I will write it down properly. This is just to show you guys. So I will write it down properly and send in the group so you can, be able to know what's happening. Nah? So don't worry, don't worry. It will make sense when I share it to you guys. The homework is not understandable. No problem. I will type it down or write it down, then send the picture. Ne? Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. I will just type it down and send it in the next few minutes. So yeah, now we have reached the end, né? We have reached the end. So I just wanna know, do you guys have any other questions besides not understanding the work? Do you guys have any other questions? If you do, this is a perfect time for you to ask, né? You feel free to just open your mic and speak whatever question you have. Platform has been given to you guys. Platform has been given to you guys.
Okay, sir. I wanna ask here, please. Is statement of financial position doesn't have the accrued expense and accrued income, as well as income received in advance and prepared expenses.
It does.
Or it does have them.
Yes. If I can come back here with the example,
Okay, sir.
I've already shown that, we dealt with accrued income and deferred income. For accrued income, we are adding in the statement of comprehensive income, right? This amount that we looked at, which was 41,000, we have to add it. And then the very same amount, we take it to the statement of financial position. And then we add it under
Oh
it.
yes.
So it does, because usually this, whether you're dealing with accrued income, accrued expense, deferred income, or prepaid expense, when you deal with it, yeah, when you record it, you have to record it in the income statement as well as in the balance sheet. So it applies for both.
Okay, sir.
It goes to both.
Okay, sir.
But if you have a questions, and then let's say you have a question, and then in your question it only has your question, they only want the income statement. Yeah. Obviously, you will do the
Yes, sir.
part where you have to deal with the income statement. You add there only. And then for balance sheet, you won't do anything because they didn't ask for a balance sheet. Does that make sense? Né?
Oh yes, sir. Yes. Also, statement of financial position is the balance sheet.
Yes. You guys didn't know that.
Okay, sir.
Statement of financial position is balance sheet, and then statement of comprehensive income is income statement.
Income statement. Oh yes, sir.
Yeah.
Ish, I get it now.
I'm using these words because I want you guys to get used to them. Né? But
Oh yes,
sometimes,
sir.
yeah, sometimes I say income statement, sometimes I say statement of financial position. You should just know I'm talking about the same thing. Even when I talk about statement of financial position, and then I also say balance sheet, I'm talking about the same thing.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. Um, there's some questions here. So what are they saying? So if you stay far, can't we have more of online classes? The thing is that nah, these online classes, guys, they can't replace the classes that we should have at school. Nah? So if there's a class scheduled on our timetable, we need to have it on school grounds. I hope that makes sense. Now we can't say no on Monday, let's meet online. That's not allowed. Nah? If there's a class that has been mentioned on the timetable, we have to be in school. So these ones, it's just us. We've agreed as a class that Tuesdays and Thursdays we will meet online. Yeah? So if we want to have extra classes and all of those things like these ones, it's okay as long as they don't clash with classes that have already been scheduled on our timetables. Ne? Hope that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. So
Yes, sir.
next, hi sir, do we also practice June and November past papers? So yeah, you guys are writing in June. I would suggest you use June past papers. Ne? So you will see also I will be using past papers a lot. Ne? I don't have textbooks where I won't give you guys do these textbooks because I believe they are a waste of time. So we will be dealing straight with past papers. Like with this one, I was showing you examples from past papers. It's just that it was a November paper, ne? But I would suggest you guys use June past papers so you actually get used to how they they put their question papers together, how they ask questions and all of those things. Okay, okay. So, any more questions or are we good? Okay, no problem. Done with all question papers, ready to write so quickly. We'll have a test. Soon we'll have a test. During February, we'll be having a test. So we'll see if if you are really ready to write. The marks will talk on your behalf, ne? But yeah, we'll have a test soon. So I think that's the end of the class. I'm gonna get to typing down the homework now and send it in the group. You know, please just attempt it. I know there could be a lot of work, so I won't give you pressure and say I'm gonna check tomorrow. But do it, ne? Because eventually I'm gonna check. Even if I don't check tomorrow, but eventually I'm gonna check. So just do it and write it down. So yeah, I think we can